I am going to speak on behalf of a resident of Ipperwash. This person was here just about a year ago. Fine young woman, Mary Lou Lapratte, that went through all the hardships of Ipperwash and knows exactly what Caledonia is going through. Mary Lou couldn't be here today because her husband is very ill and she's tending to his needs. So with that, I'll read a statement prepared by Mary Lou to be delivered to this assembly, and I'll read it now. I deeply regret that I cannot be here before you today due to personal issues at home. I stood before you at the 1st of March for freedom. I stood on your behalf at Queen's Park and considered it a privilege to speak about the trauma of Ipperwash and to receive the warm welcome the people of Caledonia extended to me. A year has gone by, and what has been accomplished? Very little from the provincial and federal governments, and even less from the OPP. Caledonia, as at Ipperwash, has gone from violent occupation, vandalism, threats, harassment, break-and-enters, to bodily harm and attempted murder. In this past year, Caledonia has experienced all the pain and suffering the residents of Ipperwash went through and tried so heroically to bring to the attention of the government and the media. The Ipperwash inquiry stopped and buried any hope of common sense and duty to the private citizens of this province. I can only feel abandoned by those in power and authority who should be obeying the laws of this province and enforcing those laws on behalf of all of us. You in Caledonia have been most fortunate in that outsiders beyond your city boundaries heard your plight and have kept Caledonia in the spotlight. Outsiders. Caledonia Wake Up Call and Voice of Canada have been relentless in the approach to justice for all. The sad part about lawlessness, unchecked, is that it pits neighbor against neighbor, sons against fathers, and children in confusion and fear. Please do not let this happen to you. Divide and conquer is one of the best-known ploys of the OPP and the government. While you are fighting amongst yourselves, Nero lets Rome burn. We may agree to disagree on methods used to get the story out to the public, but never lose sight of the main goal. We must have fair and equitable treatment under the law and the right to all the services providing and enforcing the law. No matter what the problem, no one has the right to engage in criminal offenses to solve their agenda, not even the Prime Minister of Canada. We all have many questions regarding the conflict in your lives. To me, the most important question is, how many victims will it take before the authorities change the existing policy that caused the victimization of innocent residents caught in land claim disputes, or Ontario succumbs to civil war? How long? No one should have to contemplate this question in the 21st century in a country based on democracy. I do not want to see Caledonia still occupied in 12 years down the road with no resolution to anything. You must find a way to stand tall, stand together with a firm commitment that you will not endure the nightmare you've had to suffer for one more day. You must unite out of your fear. The people speaking to you today should never be termed outsiders. In the great scope of things, this is how help failed for Ipperwash, and that we could not get the attention of outsiders. We were in limbo. You are now in the public eye. Don't waste this precious exposure to help and support. Build on it until you are strong enough. Bear with me. My mouth's so dry, I can't even turn the page. You must make that difference so desperately needed to ensure a safe, just environment for your children and grandchildren. Never apologize to anyone for doing the right thing. Remember that. Never apologize to anyone for doing the right thing. Do not set yourself up to ever feel ashamed because you did nothing. Don't stand idly by and hope others will do it for us. The truth is elusive in political circles, as we have found out. The truth, however, cannot be buried forever. I am proud to stand with all of you, and I firmly believe that the winds of change are coming, and I pray all of you are up to the task of pulling it out of the darkness for a better, determined future with common goals towards harmony and understanding and peace and justice for all. Thank you, Mary Lou Lapratte.